Developing tonight here at 6, the federal government has ramped up operations in Minnesota following new allegations of fraud there. Good evening, I'm Preston Phillips.
And I'm Mary Nom. Homeland Security posted new video of agents reportedly going door to door at suspected fraud sites. The escalation follows a now viral video that shows what appear to be empty daycare centers, mostly run by the Somali community that receive millions of taxpayer dollars. FBI Director Kash Patel promised a surge of resources to investigate, and lawmakers in the House are expanding their own investigation.
Well, it's amazing to me that a 23-year-old journalist, a YouTuber, who's now got over 80 million views on this thing, found more in a matter of hours than Tim Walz and Keith Ellison, our Attorney General, have found in 7 years.
The latest allegations add to a growing list of fraud investigations in Minnesota. So far, 92 people have been charged, including 82 Somali Americans. We learned today that the local Somali community says it's dealing with backlash from that investigation.
So much so, they met with state and local leaders in Seattle today, including Governor Bob Ferguson, to discuss their concerns. The latest fraud allegations have gone viral on social media and are raising questions about fraud monitoring at daycares. KOMO's Michelle Esteban is tracking that part of the story live tonight with the very latest for us. Michelle?
Well, hi there, guys. I can tell you Governor Ferguson just a few minutes ago posted about this meeting, offering support for the Somali community. I can tell you state, county, city leaders all here in Seattle today meeting with members of the community who say they feel that they're targeted because of the rhetoric and because of what's happening in Minnesota. You're going to hear from them. And we're also asking, how do these daycares monitor? How does the state monitor them for potential fraud?
As a Somali, as a small business provider, we're really scared. People are afraid.
She insists that's across the board, from Somali-run restaurants and retailers to Somali-run daycares in our state.
This is not fair.
Washington is home to one of the country's larger Somali American populations. We found 283 child care centers in our state that list Somali as their primary language. We asked the FBI if it's investigating similar fraud allegations at daycares in our state. Due to policy, they told me they can't confirm or deny any specific investigation. The State Department of Children, Youth and Families, who licenses child care centers, didn't comment either. We want to know exactly how they monitor for potential fraud at daycares. There's been a lot of chatter on social media, even from lawmakers, who are questioning Somali businesses, in particular daycares. Do you know anything about daycares in our state that are questionable, that are under investigation?
Not sure yet, but one thing I know, people have a fear, scare.
But Nafisa Sam Ator, who is executive director of SIBA, the Somali Independent Business Alliance, with more than 1,000 Somali American members, insists because of alleged fraud in Minnesota, they're feeling the backlash on social media, seeing less business in their stores, and insists some retailers just too afraid to open their doors.
Those are like isolated incidents, right? And that's across the board in any community, right, when those things happen in terms of fraud. But it's being just elevated just because of the rhetoric from the president and this administration.
During a recent cabinet meeting, Trump referred to Somali immigrants as garbage.
Do you have concerns about Somali-run daycares? Why or why not?
I don't have any concerns because people are following the law.
He's unaware of any local issues, but expects anyone accused of wrongdoing to be held accountable.
We want to raise the awareness that the Somali communities are part of the fabric of Washington, that they contribute to the economy and the livelihood, the everyday livelihood of this great state.
Now, we just heard back a short time ago from the state. They write this: licensed early learning providers follow quality standards. The Washington Administrative Code, those are referred to as WACs, set by the state to ensure children in licensed care are in safe, healthy, and nurturing environments. DCYF conducts regular inspections to ensure that licensed child care programs meet safety and health standards. Back out here live, I also want to point, we are not aware of any allegations at this point in our state regarding daycares. We'll continue to follow the story. That's the very latest. Back to you.